Hello, my friend. You've spent your whole life being told that vegetables are the healthiest food you can eat. From the moment we were children, we were told to finish our greens, to eat more fiber, to trust that every vegetable on our plate was making us stronger, cleaner, better. And for most of our lives, that was true. Vegetables nourished us, supported our energy, and helped us live well. But now, something has changed. You've been doing all the right things, eating your veggies, staying active, trying to live clean, and yet, you still feel bloated after meals. Your joints ache more than they used to. Your energy dips in the afternoon. You wake up feeling stiff, swollen, or just not quite right. And here's the truth that most people won't tell you: as we age, the way our bodies process certain foods, yes, even vegetables, starts to change. What once gave us strength in our 30s and 40s can quietly begin to cause harm in our 60s and 70s. Kidneys become more sensitive. Digestion slows. Our blood sugar fluctuates more easily. And certain compounds found in common vegetables, compounds like oxalates, purines, lectins, and solanine, can begin to build up, triggering joint pain, kidney stress, and chronic inflammation. This may explain why your body is reacting in ways that don't make sense. Why your healthy meals aren't leaving you feeling so healthy anymore. Today, we're going to talk about something that no one warned you about: the 10 vegetables that seniors should never eat, or should only eat with great caution. Some of these are foods you've trusted for decades. Some may be sitting in your fridge right now. And while they might look harmless, the truth is they could be silently making you sicker. Stay with me. This information could change how you feel tomorrow, and every day after that. As we get older, the body doesn't work quite the same way it used to. The changes are subtle at first: maybe your digestion slows down, or you notice your energy crashing after meals. Over time, these small shifts add up, and many of the foods you once tolerated with ease can begin to cause unexpected symptoms. What's especially surprising is that some of the most common vegetables, foods we've always been told are good for us, can actually start to work against us in our later years. Why? Because aging changes how our organs and systems handle certain nutrients and compounds. Let's start with the digestive system. As we grow older, our bodies produce fewer digestive enzymes, and the lining of the gut becomes more sensitive. This makes it harder to break down complex fibers, starches, and certain plant proteins. Foods that once fueled us can now lead to bloating, gas, and indigestion simply because our system can't keep up. Then there's the kidneys. With age, kidney function gradually declines, even in healthy individuals. This means the kidneys have to work harder to filter out waste, toxins, and excess minerals. Vegetables that are high in oxalates, like spinach or kale, or purines, like peas and asparagus, can increase the body's uric acid levels. If not processed efficiently, this uric acid can form kidney stones or trigger gout flare-ups in the joints. We also have to consider blood sugar regulation. Many seniors face insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Some vegetables, especially those with a high glycemic index like corn or potatoes, break down quickly into sugar. These spikes can cause energy crashes, mood swings, and long-term metabolic damage, particularly for those with already fragile blood sugar balance. There's also growing awareness around plant-based compounds that interfere with the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. Goitrogens, found in vegetables like cabbage and kale, can suppress thyroid function by blocking iodine uptake. For seniors with already sluggish thyroid activity, this can worsen fatigue, weight gain, and even mental fog. Solanine, a natural compound in nightshade vegetables like eggplant, tomatoes, and bell peppers, is another concern. While harmless to most people in small doses, solanine can cause inflammation and joint pain in sensitive individuals, especially those with arthritis or autoimmune issues. Its effects often go unnoticed or are dismissed as normal aging when, in fact, the culprit may be what's on the dinner plate. Even the environmental side of vegetables can be a concern. Mushrooms, for example, are known to absorb heavy metals and toxins from the soil. If grown in contaminated environments, they can carry those substances into your body. For someone with a slower metabolism or weakened immune system, those toxins can accumulate over time and impact long-term health. In short, while vegetables are still an important part of a balanced diet, not all of them are safe for every stage of life. Aging bodies require more careful choices, gentler preparation, and closer attention to symptoms after meals. The key isn't to fear vegetables, but to understand which ones to limit or prepare differently to avoid pain, inflammation, or serious health risks. With that in mind, let's explore the 10 vegetables seniors should never eat, or at least eat with caution, if they want to protect their kidneys, reduce inflammation, and feel their best every day. 1. Peas, the hidden sugar bomb. Peas might look innocent, small, green, and often tossed into soups or salads without a second thought. But for seniors, they can be a hidden threat hiding in plain sight. One of the biggest concerns with peas is their high glycemic load, which means they break down into sugar quickly in the body. This rapid sugar conversion can cause sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by energy crashes, cravings, and inflammation. For older adults with insulin resistance or diabetes, this can be especially dangerous, making it harder to manage glucose levels and increasing the risk of complications. But the risks don't end there. Peas are also rich in purines, compounds that break down into uric acid, a key trigger for gout flare-ups and kidney stones, both of which become more common and more painful with age. On top of that, peas contain lectins and complex carbohydrates that can be tough on aging digestive systems, leading to bloating, gas, and stomach discomfort. If you often feel sluggish or bloated after eating peas, it might be time to reconsider this so-called healthy choice. 2. Asparagus, the kidney stressor. Asparagus is often hailed as a superfood, rich in fiber, folate, and antioxidants, but for seniors, it can quietly strain the very organs it's supposed to support. One of the primary concerns is its high purine content, which breaks down into uric acid in the body. Excess uric acid can build up in the joints, triggering painful gout attacks, or accumulate in the kidneys, contributing to the formation of kidney stones. For older adults, whose kidney function may already be reduced, this added burden can be harmful over time. Another hidden danger lies in asparagus's role as a natural diuretic. While it may seem helpful in flushing out toxins, it can lead to frequent urination and dehydration, a serious issue for seniors, especially those who don't feel thirst as readily. Dehydration can cause fatigue, confusion, muscle cramps, and additional strain on the kidneys. If you have a history of kidney issues, joint pain, or dehydration, it's worth limiting asparagus or preparing it in smaller, less frequent portions to reduce these risks. 3. Corn, the blood sugar spiker. Corn is a staple in many American diets, served fresh, popped, or processed into chips and tortillas. But for seniors, it can be a silent troublemaker. One major issue with corn is its high glycemic index, meaning it quickly turns into sugar in the bloodstream. This leads to blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes that drain your energy and increase cravings. For older adults managing diabetes or insulin resistance, frequent corn consumption can make blood sugar control even more difficult and dangerous. But that's not all. Corn contains cellulose, a tough plant fiber that the human body struggles to digest. As we age and digestive enzymes decrease, this can lead to bloating, gas, and cramping, especially for those with sensitive stomachs or conditions like IBS. There's also growing concern over GMO corn and pesticide residue, which may disrupt gut health and contribute to inflammation, both of which are harder to manage in later life. If you eat corn regularly and notice digestive issues or unstable energy, it might be time to cut back. 4. Mushrooms, toxin absorbers. Mushrooms are often seen as a health food, low in calories, rich in antioxidants, and praised for supporting the immune system. But what many seniors don't realize is that mushrooms have a unique and risky trait: they absorb toxins from their environment. If grown in contaminated soil, mushrooms can soak up heavy metals and pollutants, which then make their way into your body. Over time, these toxins can accumulate and strain the liver, kidneys, and immune system, especially in older adults whose detox systems are already working harder with age. There's also the issue of a compound called agaritine, found in raw white button mushrooms, which has been linked in some studies to potential carcinogenic effects when consumed in large amounts. While cooking reduces this risk, many people eat mushrooms raw in salads or lightly sautéed, not realizing the hidden danger. Additionally, mushrooms contain fungal proteins that can trigger allergic reactions or digestive issues, including bloating and fatigue. If you frequently feel unwell after eating mushrooms, it may not be your imagination. Your body could be telling you it's had enough. 5. Cabbage, the thyroid disruptor. Cabbage has long been considered a nutritional powerhouse, full of fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins that support heart and gut health. But for seniors, especially those with thyroid issues, cabbage can quietly become a problem. That's because it contains goitrogens, natural compounds that interfere with iodine absorption, a mineral essential for healthy thyroid function. When iodine is blocked, the thyroid can't produce hormones efficiently, leading to symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, cold sensitivity, and even brain fog, issues many older adults already face. Cabbage also contains raffinose, a complex sugar that's tough to digest. In aging bodies with slower digestion, this can result in gas, bloating, and acid reflux, especially if cabbage is eaten raw or in large amounts. If you struggle with hypothyroidism, unexplained tiredness, or digestive discomfort after eating cabbage, it may be time to cut back or change how you prepare it. Cooking or fermenting cabbage, like in sauerkraut or kimchi, can help reduce its negative effects, making it gentler on your body and easier to digest. 6. Eggplant, the inflammation trigger. Eggplant is a favorite in many dishes thanks to its rich flavor and satisfying texture. But beneath its glossy purple skin lies a hidden concern for seniors: inflammation. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, which also includes tomatoes and bell peppers. These vegetables contain a natural chemical called solanine, which has been linked to increased inflammation, particularly in people with arthritis, joint pain, or autoimmune conditions. For seniors already dealing with stiff or swollen joints, eggplant may quietly be making things worse. Beyond inflammation, eggplant can also be hard on digestion. Its tough skin and tiny seeds contain compounds that may irritate the stomach lining, leading to acid reflux, bloating, or cramping, especially in older adults with sensitive digestion or GERD. Some people may even have mild allergic reactions to eggplant, including throat irritation or itching after eating. The good news? Cooking eggplant thoroughly, by roasting, baking, or grilling, can help break down solanine and make it easier to digest. Still, if you have joint pain or frequent stomach upset, it may be best to limit your intake. 7. Potatoes, the blood sugar nightmare. Potatoes are one of America's most beloved comfort foods. Mashed, baked, or fried, they show up on dinner tables everywhere. But for seniors, potatoes can become a blood sugar nightmare. That's because they have a high glycemic index, meaning they quickly convert to sugar in the bloodstream. This can lead to sharp blood sugar spikes, followed by energy crashes, weight gain, and difficulty managing diabetes or insulin resistance, conditions already common with age. The problem gets even worse when potatoes are fried, like in French fries or chips. At high temperatures, they produce acrylamides, chemical compounds linked to inflammation and a higher risk of cancer and nerve damage. These compounds can also worsen joint pain and accelerate cellular aging. Even baked potatoes, especially without the skin, can raise blood sugar rapidly and leave you feeling tired or hungry soon after eating. For a safer option, consider sweet potatoes, which have more fiber, a lower glycemic impact, and powerful antioxidants. If you do eat regular potatoes, keep the skin on and avoid frying them to reduce the risks. 8. Spinach, the kidney stone culprit. Spinach is often celebrated as a superfood, rich in iron, calcium, and antioxidants, but for seniors, it can quietly become a kidney stone culprit. The biggest concern lies in its extremely high oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds that bind with calcium in the body, and when they do, they can form sharp, painful kidney stones. Seniors are particularly vulnerable, as kidney function naturally declines with age, making it harder to filter these compounds efficiently. But the risks don't stop there. Oxalates in spinach can also block calcium absorption, meaning that even if you're consuming enough calcium through diet or supplements, your body may not be using it effectively. Over time, this can contribute to weaker bones, fractures, and an increased risk of osteoporosis, serious concerns for older adults. If you love spinach, don't worry, you don't have to give it up completely. Cooking it by boiling or steaming can reduce its oxalate levels, and pairing it with calcium-rich foods like cheese or yogurt can help balance its effects. Moderation and preparation are key. 9. Kale, the overhyped superfood. Kale has earned its place as a trendy superfood, praised for its high levels of vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But for seniors, kale's reputation doesn't tell the whole story. Like spinach, kale is high in oxalates, which can contribute to the formation of kidney stones, especially in older adults whose kidney function may already be compromised. Eating large amounts of raw kale can silently put stress on your kidneys over time. Kale also contains goitrogens, compounds that can interfere with thyroid function by blocking the body's ability to absorb iodine. For seniors with an underactive thyroid or sluggish metabolism, this can lead to symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, and mental fog, problems that are often blamed on aging but could be worsened by diet. Fortunately, kale doesn't have to be off the menu entirely. Steaming or sautéing kale helps reduce both oxalates and goitrogens, making it safer and easier to digest. If you enjoy kale, just be mindful of how much you eat and how you prepare it. Moderation truly is the healthiest choice. 10. Bell peppers, the hidden inflammatory. Bell peppers are bright, colorful, and often thought of as one of the healthiest vegetables around. They're loaded with vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, making them a popular choice in salads, stir-fries, and snacks. But for many seniors, bell peppers can be a hidden source of inflammation and digestive discomfort. One of the biggest issues is that bell peppers belong to the nightshade family, along with eggplant and tomatoes. These vegetables contain a compound called solanine, which has been linked to joint pain, stiffness, and inflammation, especially in people with arthritis or chronic pain conditions. If you've noticed your joints ache more after eating dishes with peppers, solanine could be playing a role. Another concern is the tough outer skin, which becomes harder to digest as we age. Seniors with sensitive stomachs, acid reflux, or slow digestion may experience bloating, gas, or heartburn after eating raw or undercooked peppers. On top of that, some individuals develop sensitivities or mild allergic reactions to bell peppers, leading to fatigue, skin irritation, or digestive issues. To reduce the risk, try roasting or peeling bell peppers to soften the skin and lower solanine content. If you live with joint pain or digestive concerns, cutting back might bring welcome relief. You spent your life doing what you thought was right, filling your plate with vegetables, making healthy choices, following the advice passed down through generations. And for many years, those habits served you well. But as we age, our bodies change in ways we don't always expect or fully understand. What once nourished us may now be quietly working against us. That's the surprising and sometimes painful truth we uncovered today. These 10 vegetables, peas, asparagus, corn, mushrooms, cabbage, eggplant, potatoes, spinach, kale, and bell peppers, aren't inherently bad. They aren't villains. But for the aging body, they come with risks that we were never told about. Risks that can leave us tired, inflamed, bloated, or even in serious pain. Many seniors suffer through discomfort every day, joint aches, digestive troubles, energy crashes, without realizing that the food they believe is helping might be part of the problem. It's not your fault. You've been following the same advice for decades. But now, it's time to look deeper. To listen to your body. And to realize that what was healthy for you then might not be healthy for you now. The good news is that knowledge gives us power. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. When we understand the specific ways our bodies react to certain foods, we can begin to make adjustments, small, thoughtful changes that can have a profound effect on how we feel each day. Maybe it's as simple as cooking your spinach instead of eating it raw. Maybe it's peeling bell peppers or reducing the portion of corn on your plate. Maybe it's switching from white potatoes to sweet potatoes, or choosing fermented cabbage over raw. These aren't radical changes. But they are smart ones, designed for the stage of life you're in now. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your energy, your mobility, or your sense of well-being. It means adapting. Learning. Choosing what works for your body today, not what worked 20 years ago. And by doing so, you give yourself the chance to feel lighter, clearer, and more in control of your health. So if you've been feeling off lately, if your digestion's been sluggish, your joints ache more than they used to, or your energy's been fading, don't ignore it. Your body may be trying to tell you something. And now, you know what to look for. You deserve to feel good again. And with the right knowledge, you absolutely can. Now that you've learned which vegetables might be working against your body as you age, the next step is not to fear food, but to make smarter, more mindful choices. You don't need to throw everything out of your fridge or follow a rigid, restrictive diet. What you need is a new approach, one that honors how your body feels right now, not how it used to feel 20 years ago. Start by paying close attention to how you feel after meals. Keep a simple food journal for a week. If you notice patterns, like bloating after eating cabbage or joint stiffness after bell peppers, that's your body talking. You can make small swaps. Steam your kale instead of eating it raw, roast your eggplant until it's tender, or swap white potatoes for fiber-rich sweet potatoes. These aren't sacrifices, they're upgrades, tailored for your health today. If you have thyroid issues, consider limiting goitrogenic vegetables like kale and cabbage unless they're cooked. If you struggle with kidney stones, reduce high oxalate foods like spinach and pair them with calcium-rich foods. And if your joints are constantly aching, consider whether nightshades like eggplant and bell peppers might be contributing. It's also worth bringing this knowledge to your next doctor's visit. Ask how your kidneys are functioning. Talk to your doctor or dietitian about how these vegetables might be affecting your personal health. And if this video opened your eyes, if something finally made sense today, then please take a moment to subscribe to ElderSpark. We're here to help you understand the truth about aging, nutrition, and vibrant living in your golden years. Every week, we share practical, science-backed insights to help you stay strong, stay sharp, and stay independent. Finally, we'd love to hear from you. Which vegetable surprised you the most? Was it spinach and its hidden oxalates? Bell peppers and joint pain? Let us know in the comments. Your story could help someone else feel better, too. Because aging should never be about decline. It should be about wisdom, clarity, and learning how to feel your best, one informed choice at a time. Today, we revealed the hidden risks behind 10 common vegetables that may be harming seniors more than helping. From peas and corn spiking blood sugar, to spinach and kale increasing kidney stone risk, and bell peppers and eggplant triggering inflammation, these foods can quietly disrupt digestion, strain kidneys, and worsen joint pain as we age. But this isn't about giving up vegetables, it's about understanding how your body changes and choosing smarter preparation methods and portions. Cook your greens, peel your peppers, and listen to how your body responds. Small adjustments can lead to big improvements in energy, comfort, and overall well-being. Aging with strength starts with awareness, and now, you're one step ahead.